This is One on One. Vipin Goyal is the founder of SideTour. How you doing, Vipin?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Steve.
What the heck is SideTour? Our producer Natalie said she was checking out an interview that you did in Time Out New York, right, Natalie? And she read about this SideTour. Now, as I understand it, you and your wife quit your jobs a couple of years ago.
Yep.
You give up your lease, you say, we're out, and you go on a little vacation for 6 months.
Right,
What
exactly.
do you do?
That's exactly it. So we left our jobs, we sold a bunch of our stuff, and we bought 2 plane tickets around the world. And we just said, let's, we were excited to experience all these places that we had never been before. And we were both, actually, the timing was such that we were both ready to start working on new things. And we thought, let's get some, take a break, get some perspective before diving into the next thing right away.
You guys sound like a good match.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It would be bad if one person says, I'm quitting my job, I'm getting out of this place, and I'm going away for 6 months. It better be 2 people doing that.
Yeah, right. You have to have compatibility in that way. That's the only way. So you have 2 people.
Where'd you go?
So we spent 2 months in Africa, a month in the Middle East, 2 months in Asia, and a month in Australia and New Zealand.
But you got into the culture. You got in there.
Yeah. So we, for example, we spent 2 or 3 weeks in Mali, and we were working with an educational institution in Mali because we wanted to engage with the communities that were there. So we connected with the regional director of Ashoka, which is an organization that facilitates social entrepreneurship. And we met her in New York, and she said, we told her about our trip, and she was really excited. She said, here's the deal. You guys come to Mali. I'm going to hook you up with one of our 40 fellows in the country.
Right.
And we can use the skills that you guys have built over the last 10 years in those institutions, and in exchange, we'll show you the country. And the woman who hosted us was actually getting married during those few weeks. We stayed in her home during her wedding, and we're part of the entire, celebration. It was insane.
So it's a life-changing experience. So you come back, and where the heck does SideTour come into the whole thing?
Yeah, so, a big part of our trip was all about new experiences, right? And when you're traveling, you're always in that mode of discovery and exploration. You're kind of wide-eyed.
Maybe you are. I'm in this mode of, let me lay in this lounge chair and read a book and have a drink. But you wanted to explore.
Yeah, so we wanted to explore. And then, we came back to New York, and we said, I said, why am I going to end up going to the same 5 bars and the same 10 restaurants with the same 20 people? Now, I wanted to continue that sense of exploration, and that was the starting point. The starting point was we are surrounded by all of these people, all these amazing people who are doing crazy, remarkable, fascinating things. And if we could step into their shoes for an hour or 2, how much would that enrich our experience?
So describe, okay, someone goes on to your website.
Yeah.
They say, I'm in. Where are they going? Who are they meeting? What are they doing?
Right, so SideTour is a platform for all of these unique experiences. So you go onto SideTour.com, and you can see anything ranging from, you can sign up to learn the art of graffiti from an aerosol artist in Queens. You can dine with an investment banker turned monk at an East Village monastery. Sort of the possibilities are endless. There's chefs hosting home-cooked meals, musicians bringing you into their rehearsals.
Where is that?
That's the Hudson River, right there.
That's not the Hudson River.
That SideTour is actually happening over the next few weeks. Again, it's back. It was there. That was a photo from last fall. Our host, Walter, is a sailing instructor who brings 5 or 6 people on his private boat and takes them on a cruise of the Hudson. And those are 2 of the guests that were on that SideTour.
You will take me, my wife Jennifer, and we'll go here. We will do this.
Yeah.
Places, not the usual places. What's this place? What are we seeing right now?
So that's actually that's a graffiti experience in the Bronx, and it was hosted by a graffiti artist named Bio,
right,
who's part of Tat's crew, and people were learning how to. They were learning graffiti.
What's that?
That's another. This is actually another graffiti experience at 5 Points, and Mears One, who's the curator of of 5 Points, the warehouse where it's actually legal to do graffiti. He takes people on a tour of
Right.
that facility, and then he does a live demonstration for them, and it knocks people's socks off.
Everything on the tour is legal.
Everything on the tour is legal.
This is wild. And you guys, wait, all of a sudden now you got another shot. What is that one?
This is the Rasanath is the...
Hold on, what?
His name is Rasanath.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
That's him. He was an investment banker who's now a monk. This is a photo from the monastery in the East Village that he lives in with 14 other monks. And this experience, this is actually, it's our most popular experience on the platform.
Because?
I think people are just, they're curious. They're fascinated by who is this guy who used to be an investment banker, who's now a monk. Like, how did he
What a natural
make
transition.
That exactly. And what's this monastery in the middle of the East Village that's sitting in the middle of, we were walking around every single day.
How'd you find that?
Rasanath, I saw him speak at a TED conference, and out of the 20 speakers there, he blew me away. And this was well before I started SideTour. I, chased after him. I went to the Bhakti Center where he's at. I wanted to meet him. I was really excited, and we had lunch together. We became friends, and when we started SideTour, I said, Rasanath, you have to host dinners at the monastery. And there's more than 100 people on his wait list. Every time we add a new date, it just sells out within 3 minutes.
Who's going on the tours?
People in New York. 95% of the people who are attending experiences on SideTour are all local New Yorkers. They're curious about the world around them. They are people who have an insatiable desire to explore and discover new things. And we're connecting like-minded people around shared interests. So you go on a jazz side tour and you're there with 5 other people who love jazz. And it's been neat to see the kind of connections that people are making, people who didn't know each other before. We've had people who are now dating people they've met on a side tour, people who've gotten amazing jobs, people who...
all the ancillary benefits.
Friends. Yeah, that's the gravy on top. The experience stands alone, and the people you meet, you don't know who's going to be there.
SideTour, I love it, man. You're a good businessman.
Thank you.
And you took that experience you had with your wife and turned it into this.
It was, so that trip was well worth it.
I would say so.
It led to this new venture, and it's been incredible so far.
You're doing it for other people now. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so
Appreciate
much,
it.
Steve.
It's good stuff. Stay with us on our side tour here at the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. We'll be right back.
This special edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by Hackensack University Medical Center, Bloomfield College, offering small classes and big opportunities since 1868, New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and banking under the principle of stewardship, and by Verizon Communications. Promotional support provided by The Record, North Jersey's trusted source, and NorthJersey.com. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been produced in partnership with St. Joseph's Healthcare System.